Well, hey, y'all. Welcome to the Love and Marriage Huntsville review panel. It's your girl, Shadeinthecity. I'm Treese.
It's Nels.
And of course, our lovely co-host, Miss Really B TV Reviews.
I love the
I know, the pageant wave. So happy Sunday morning, y'all. We are always loving to be here with y'all. We hope you had a great Thanksgiving holiday. And just enjoyed it. Now, Chuck, I don't know what you talking about. Who's Corintha, Angie, or anybody else, but good morning, sir. We love having you.
He said he driving. You doing a lot of typing for driving. You better
I know. Hey, good morning, Quake. And look, Chuck, who are these people?
Right.
I'm just here for the review while I cook some chili. Well, I hope it's good. What type of chili is
good? I don't even like chili, but this some good chili weather.
It is. Because it's colder than a mofo. Hey, Lock Queen. What's up, boo? Hey, Kevin. Welcome. So yeah, y'all, as you're rolling in, y'all go ahead and hit that like button for us, get the algorithm doing what it do, and
the subscribe button.
And the subscribe button, because we like those too. That's free 99. That's a free Christmas gift.
That's free 99 right there.
Okay.
Free 99.
And yeah, y'all. So we're gonna go ahead and run this intro, and then we're gonna get into this. Hey, DeMarcus, welcome. Where's the eggnog at? See, DeMarcus, I can't even drink eggnog.
I got some in my fridge.
Do you really?
Yes, and it's spiced vanilla. That thing is so good.
For some reason, I didn't think you did eggnog. I thought you did the coquito or whatever.
I do them both. I do need to add a little something to my eggnog though.
Okay. Hey, Itty Bitty, welcome. Good morning. J Diva Sanders, just simply good morning. I love her name. Good morning, happy Sunday.
I love her name.
I do. From St. Louis, I'm assuming, yes, STL. And Katora, good morning. So yeah, y'all, we're gonna run this intro and then get into this messy ass episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's get shady. Okay, so this is so random, y'all, and this is so off topic. It has nothing to do with this show. But while we're in the chat, I keep hearing this argument, and so I just want to put it out there. Y'all can just drop it in the chat, whatever y'all want to say. Do eggs belong in macaroni and cheese?
My sister, so let me say this. My sister is a chef. She said it can be made both ways. I don't think there's any one way that's wrong, though. She said it can be made both ways.
I like it both ways.
Because then some people said they don't like it too creamy. And I was like, well, I'm like, y'all, I like them both. I'll take both.
I don't like it too creamy either. But if you can make it without the egg where it's not like super duper creamy and it's still got
it makes it richer. Quake said it makes it richer. Yeah.
Okay, Quake. I like that. All right. No, I just had to ask a question. It was on my mind.
Scotty.
Hey, Scotty. Oh, yes, I did see Scotty sneak up in here in the bushes. Hey, boo. So, yeah, y'all, we are starting off this episode now. I promise you there is no shade behind this. But when this episode opened up and we see Martell and Destiny and she's showing off her new workspace or her new, what does she call it? Inventory space or whatever.
Her storage unit.
See, it's a storage unit, right?
It's a storage unit.
Okay. And then she was like, I know, it looks like a storage unit. And I was like,
because it is.
Because it is. Bro, it's no shit. I mean, granted, get it how you live because
I'm glad she found something she can afford.
Right.
Yes. But you know what it made me think about? And that's why I didn't want to sound shady, because I've definitely been to what they call one of those salon suites where multiple people have shops in one.
Me too, but there wasn't a storage unit.
But that's not a storage
But it wasn't a storage unit. So I was like, so I'm confused as to what happened. And wasn't she supposed to be buying a building or something like that from Tisha and Marceau to kind of do the same thing?
Child, that's when she thought she was spending LeBeric's money, child. That's when she had LeBeric's money, child. That didn't.
Okay.
She wasn't doing that based on her money.
Right. So basically they discussed her plans to launch this home body fragrance line, Big D Energy. Has anybody got it yet? Anybody in the chat? Have y'all gotten the Big D Energy? Has anybody tried it, smelled it? They talked about her.
You said you was going to support.
Yeah, you did. I think you did. Yeah, I think you did say you was going to support. Matter of fact, look, don't make me be like Bravo and find the receipt somewhere.
Right.
I probably did say I was gonna buy a candle. Now I will say this. I have seen her on TikTok live selling her stuff. And so listen, I'm not shading the fact that she's starting with humble beginnings, because I'm not mad about that. Live within your means, build your space up. I mean, my girl that has Slutty Vegan, I mean, she started with a food truck, and I think her first 2 restaurants failed before she, and now look at where she is with Slutty Vegan. So I'm not even shading that Destiny wasn't successful, right? I'm not even shading that the beauty supply store failed and that she's in a storage unit. I'm saying don't pretend like it ain't what it is. Like, it's a storage unit and it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I have seen loving your truth.
You know what it gave me though? Literally, when I saw it was a storage unit, I said, okay, well then maybe this could be long term. This is something that she can have long term and she can work out of because it's affordable.
Right. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. So it's another YouTube blogger says the Big D smells like air freshener. I need to smell it for myself, because you got people that are haters. So their opinion may not be coming from a place of love. It may be coming from a place of hate. So I need to hear I need to smell it for myself.
Here's my thing.
So Kevin, their money regardless, and that's all that matters.
Look, here's my thing, Kevin, and I'm not saying, but not all air fresheners. You got Glade, you got your Febreze. It depends on what level of air freshener. Right. So it depends on, and since it is supposed to be like a room fragrance, home spray. So I mean, maybe I just would like to know what side is leaning towards. There's some air fresheners I just won't do. And look, I still got Febreze in my bathroom. I ain't that bougie. I use
Febreze. I use
good, girl.
No, but because I'm sure it's probably a $30 home air freshener. I ain't using that for everybody. Maybe my personal bathroom.
Oh my God, Chuck!
Chuck said, I don't want to smell like Destiny. I bet it smells like desperation and regret. But I still like Destiny. Not you still like her though. You could have said,
I'm gonna shade the hell out of her, but I still like her. Damn, Chuck.
Look, it's given with friends like you. Oh my goodness, I still like her though.
That destination and regret though.
I said, Chuck, we're gonna say an extra prayer for you this morning, okay?
Oh my gosh, Chuck, you got
at least she's trying. It's okay to try. Have the confidence to try things. I absolutely agree. That's why, like I said, that's why I didn't want to come in being like super shady, and I wanted to read the room because again, she is trying. It's something she can afford. She's clearly living within her means at this point, and that's what she needs to do. And hopefully it is successful. Kevin said, I personally like Glade air fresheners. Okay, Glade. J Diva is just cracking up. All right, y'all. So basically she talks about the brick and mortar store. Really B kind of already said that. And how things didn't work out. We know she was arrested. Do we know at what point this time? Because I felt like she was arrested twice. But
she was. I think like the second time, I think it was like she was arrested once, and then the second time, I don't know. I don't think she was she arrested the second time, or she just had to go to court?
I'm wondering if this one, because remember there was one where she went on live before she turned herself in, and she had her makeup done and all that other stuff.
Yeah,
and I think that was the one having to do with, I guess, maybe her and LeBaric and her not paying a bill. This is all alleged, I'm sure.
Allegedly, she used his name to pay a bill. Allegedly, I think is what it is. Like,
or she put utilities in his name.
Yeah, she had a utility bill in his name. Allegedly, something along those lines.
Child. Kevin said, yeah, she was arrested twice. Okay,
she was arrested twice. Got it.
Okay. So she reminds, and then she talks about Maurice being arrested, and she feels like someone is put the roots on the people in Huntsville. Okay. And then Destiny asks Martell how things are going for him, and tells him to stop getting convicted. And so Martell lets us know that he has not been convicted. He didn't do nothing wrong. And that, of course, in true Martell fashion, it's all fake news. None of this is really happening. It's all an illusion. And it's not really happening. Okay. And so you know, he's upset that none of the guys have really reached out to him to check on him, and he doesn't feel supported. And then he talks about Marceau speaking on him in an interview, and basically saying that Martell is basically reaping what he sowed, and that's what it is. And so, you know, so Destiny has this great idea. Well, let's do something together that just bring up the vibe of the group and, you know, get the gang all back together.
I ain't gonna lie. I actually thought the field day looked fun.
It did look fun.
It was fun until production made it messy. And I'm going to say production. Yeah. We'll get to that when we get to that. But I'm going to say production. But it was fun. It looked like it was a good time.
Mm-hmm. That's how I said, what's up with crime in Huntsville? Just out here cutting up. Yeah.
It's just the cast. It's just the cast. We got to watch out for the cast.
Look, she said they need to stop breaking the law.
Exactly.
Kevin said the lies he tell. So
Martell is a liar. Can I say something? I think.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
And I'll get more again. I'll speak more on it when we get to that part when it comes to Marceau. But I think the situation with Marceau is I think that's a great example of when you know better, you do better. I think when Marceau was first making the comments that Melody got upset with last season or earlier this season when Martell first got arrested. Once I think Marceau made that comment, not knowing all the facts and not having all the information. Now he knows more. He has more information, and his opinion is based on, nah, bro, you was wrong. You was out here dead ass wrong, and what you did was a violation, and I can't rock with it. I think that Marceau and Maurice have tried their best because, again, Melody wanted Marceau and Maurice to just basically stop fucking with Martell because Martell was a cheater and this, that, and the other. And they were like, look, yes, he did. Baby, turn your light on. Trees, turn your light on, baby.
My light is on. Maybe it's not.
Well, move it closer or something. Okay. Look,
you said move it closer.
I think maybe you're sitting too far back. I think.
Yeah, it's dark. It's just looking dark.
Because when you just went like this, it was on you, but now you move back.
Oh, well, I didn't move it, but y'all, okay. There you go.
No, because the last time we said something and it was like night and day. That's why I was like, your light not on. But I feel like I said it then and I'll say it now. I feel like it was not fair of Melody to expect everybody to hate Martell just because their marriage didn't work out. Yes, Martell was a horrible ass husband, but their relationship with Martell was different. I think where we are now with Marceau is he's like, look, I don't like how you're moving. I don't respect how you're moving. And I no longer want you to, I no longer am interested in honing a friendship with you. So now I'm on work mode. I'm going to show up. I'm going to film these scenes and I'm going to go to hell home. No, I'm not going to call you. No, we're not going to hang out unless there's a camera there because I don't rock with you. You know what I'm saying? But I think that Marceau had to get to that point on his own. It wasn't fair for other people to be like, he did you wrong, so I'm going to stop being cool with him when they had a whole different relationship. That's my.
And they all grown.
And they are all grown.
All right. So next up, Mel invited Kimmy to work out like she really give a damn. She really just wanted to know about this whole Maurice.
Oh, not really give a damn.
She didn't. She did like a quick 5-10 minute workout with Miss Debbie. Now I like Miss Debbie. Okay, Miss Debbie was super cute. I thought it was cute. She even made them some spaghetti squash. I said, this is the type of gym I need to be at. This is the type I need in my life where you got food prepared right after the workout. And it's healthy. I like this. But of course.
I think ultimately, do I think that Melody cares about Kimmy's health? Yes. But do I think that her ultimate goal was to try to get some information and have this conversation? Absolutely. No, they're not frat. They're both D9, but they're not frat brothers. Martell's a Kappa. Marceau is a Q.
I don't know why, but I can see that.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah, right.
Wait, who's the Kappa?
Martell is the Kappa. Marceau is a Q.
Okay, yes, that all makes sense. Okay, so basically,
Kimmy's a Delta.
She gets back to the issue at hand. She wants to know what the hell happened with Maurice. Girl, are you okay, girl? Because I know when our husband's out here doing something stupid, it affects us. Kimmy said, girl, I'm okay. I'm a ride for mine. All right. It just kind of is what it is. And then Mel was like, girl, was it really during the day? Was this really in the daytime? Kimmy said,
I love Kimmy's answers. What's public? She said, what's public is what's public.
She said, what's public knowledge is public knowledge. So Mel took that as a yes. She was like, oh, okay. So yeah, she said, no, Bookie. What I meant was his court dates, his court case is public knowledge. That's what you need to know. Basically, but I'm not talking about this.
And I'm gonna go back to what I said with Karen. They can't talk about it. It is an ongoing case. Just like Maurice couldn't say nothing last week, other than that whole conversation they had where they was talking all around it. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing with Maurice and Kimmy now. What's Kimmy supposed to say? Yeah, girl, it happened at during the middle of the day. You know, he was drinking. He was down at the such and such, and then he left black. And then, like, what conversation did you really expect her to have?
Oh, did you see what Scotty said?
Oh, yes, I saw what Scotty said. I had it on the screen.
Mel was just doing her job, have the same energy for everyone else when they be
mad. They can't because Mel get mad at everybody when they tell the truth. She don't want to talk to you. You see, look, Kimmy can't even get in touch with her no more. None of us know what the hell Kimmy did.
She said, be blocked and blessed. All right. It's Really B's turn. Are we moving on to the next scene?
Yes, ma'am.
What's the next scene? Y'all know I don't have. Y'all
got. No, she said it's Marceau and Tisha.
The Scots is working on this other house instead of working on their damn house.
This scene was cringy, and again, I think Love and Marriage Huntsville missed a perfect opportunity to have a genuine conversation, right? So it's from what I gather from this conversation, Marceau, their show is building a home in a neighborhood, and the house they're building doesn't necessarily fit the aesthetic of that neighborhood. And so they're nervous about the neighbors accepting this house, accepting what they're doing. So Tisha thinks it's a good idea to go and reach out to the neighbors. Marceau was like, don't invite problems. If they ain't said nothing, let that sleeping dog lie. And I feel like this was a great conversation that we could have had. Again, going back to the original premise of the show, why can't we sit down and talk about, show us the neighborhood? What does the neighborhood look like versus what house are they building? Why are they building a house that looks different? What is going on? Again, I understand that the people who like the drama might be like, that was boring. But again, if we're talking about Black excellence and we're talking about the Holtz and all these people, they're building up these neighborhoods and they're going into underserved neighborhoods. Let's talk about it. What is the problem? Why are you anticipating issues? What is the best way to go into a new community? Why are you building a house? What does it, like you just kept saying, it doesn't necessarily fit the aesthetic. I get the impression that it's an older neighborhood and they're building one of these newer houses, which we see, like you can drive through DC and see that some of these houses stick out like a sore thumb because you're like, who built this? But I feel like that was a missed opportunity for production to give us something other than the bullshit for us that's real. Like this is something they're really dealing with in their business. The rest of the conversation, thank you, DeMarcus, for the super chat.
I didn't want to cut you off, but yeah, thank you, DeMarcus. We appreciate it.
Good, baby. The second part of the conversation was cringy because once again, it was clearly production wanting Tisha to have this conversation about Maurice. And understandably, Marceau was irritated because number one, that's his brother. Number two, this is real. Number three, I can't fucking talk about this.
Right.
So, have you called him? Did you call him? And baby, when Marceau was like, so you basically trying to tell me how to be, after 45 years, you're trying to tell me how to be a brother?
When he said that, I was like, shut down. There's nothing you can say.
No. That, and he said, you think what I have to say is going to change the mind of this valedictorian lawyer? That like I was like he got this. Like relax. Like
isn't, if I'm not mistaken, isn't Maurice older than? Not saying that it should matter older.
Yeah, Maurice is the older brother.
Yeah, I think he is. And just based off what we've seen of the Scott men, even some of the other brothers, it definitely makes me feel like Maurice would just look at Marceau and be like, really? This is what we gonna do?
Right. And the reality is, I do not believe for 1 minute that Marceau had not talked to Maurice. I believe that Marceau wasn't going to discuss the conversation he had with Maurice on camera. That's what I believe. I don't believe he had to talk to his brother. We know Maurice showed up the next day at Black. Like they were together the day after it happened. So I'm sure he had a conversation with his brother. But again, that was production trying to get Marceau to have a conversation on camera that he's not going to fucking have.
Right. Agreed. Just simply said there needs to be a balance, too much drama and not enough displaying their businesses. I agree. I beat the shit. Basically said, I want to see more success in business. But I forgot mess sales. No, I would really be. I really thought this was like, no, okay. What is your opinion on the prior or previous, I guess, debate about involving the neighborhood and reaching out? Because I'm not going to hold you. I understood what Tisha was saying, but I absolutely kind of agree with Marceau. Like I wouldn't invite, but I don't know. So it's a catch-22 because she's thinking from a marketing perspective, maybe people will want us to come in, redo their homes. I don't know. So
we know how her marketing goes, though. I mean, she just
stop. Don't not shot.
But I think but again, I think that's something that we probably needed more information. Like, have y'all been getting pushback? Is this connected to the people that already have a problem with y'all? Like, have y'all been getting pushback from the same people that are trying to shut down Black? Like, again, that is the conversation. Because I agree with you. The marketing strategy probably should depend on what they've already been getting. So right. I agree. I don't think that anybody was necessarily wrong, but I think it's based off of what's happening and what's the best result for what y'all are dealing with. You know what I mean?
Kevin, I agree with you, but I don't think it started off that way. I think it was because the constant pushback.
Yeah, I think that was, again, I do think Marceau was irritated, and I hear what you're saying that his tone was disrespectful, but I don't mean no harm. Marceau's tone, that's always Marceau's tone when it comes to Tisha, and I'm not saying that makes it okay, but I feel like he's always condescending like that to Tisha. And again, I do feel like that conversation was chopped up, and I think we're getting the tail end of a conversation that started in a different way. But I don't disagree with you. Marceau can be very condescending, but I feel like that's what he does, yeah. That's what he does.
All right. So in my opinion, I guess we did need this scene. I don't know. I felt like it was probably
we didn't.
Okay. I felt like we didn't need this, but we see Destiny at this trophy shop picking up these trophies for the
I guess she's trying to show she got it to do.
Okay. So she,
definitely pay for none of that shit. But go ahead.
Right. So Kimmy joins her, right? And Destiny discusses her plans for the event. She got all these activities, and then she wants to do a big D combos or something like that. So Kimmy brings up her conversation with Mel and how she basically Mel felt some shade from interviews that Destiny was doing, and Destiny said that it wasn't subliminal shade, and anything she said was the truth. So if you felt some type of way, what do they say? A hit dog or holler? And that's not. I'm not taking no shots at Mel. I'm just saying that's what Destiny was given. Okay.
So I feel like this. Melody felt like they made some headway when they were on their trip, and she didn't understand why Destiny came back. Basically, she said shading her. This is how I feel about the situation. I feel like y'all were both able to say y'all piece. I don't think y'all walked away friends. And Destiny still has her point of view. I'm not saying that Destiny's right or wrong, but if she's in an interview, it goes back to that thing last week with Nell. If people are asking her, how are things with you and Melody? What's going on with you and Melody? And she's just answering the questions. She's not wrong for answering the questions based on her truth. Am I tripping?
No. See, and I would fully agree with you 110%. But I think the only thing that I didn't like is don't sit up in my, Mel was cool with we can love each other from a distance. But when you're like, oh, I'm sorry, I love you. And when you running around and let me sit next to you at the table, it was too much. And then for you to turn around. So you act like you really want to be good with me.
Yeah, I think the thing is, you know what? I agree. I hear where you coming from, Trees. But when we see what Mel considers to be shade, I have to rethink what she's talking. I need to hear the interview myself. I need to know what she's talking about, because you could literally be making a joke or literally giving your opinion. That's really not even shady, and Mel considers it shady. So I would need to hear the interview to even know what she's talking about.
I agree. I agree with you, because again, when we played back, like last week when they played back what Nell said, I don't feel like Nell was wrong the way she said.
None of that was shade,
right?
Yeah.
She said they all throw shade. Agreed. Kevin said it amazes me how Kimmy is more engaging with Destiny versus when talking with Mel. Agreed.
Because you know why Mel brought her there.
Right. Quake said Mel doesn't want her. Quake said Mel doesn't want anyone to say anything about her, about anything. Well, that's
and also we have to remember that by her own words, Mel shows up to work. Kimmy and Destiny actually hang out in real life. We've seen it on social media. Yeah. They actually socialize. They are, I don't know if they would call each other friends, but they actually spend time together when the cameras aren't rolling. They have actually done things together. So the conversation is going to be easier and more comfortable because they legitimately talk outside of the show. Mel does not talk to these people when the cameras are not rolling. So yes, the conversations are not going to be as easy and as flowy. And you're right. You're right. Kimmy probably was on guard Because when was the last time Melody invited Kimmy to her house to do anything?
Well, great points. DB said Destiny is more likable than Mel at this point. I'm still on. I'm twerking on the fence. But so basically, to wrap this up, so then they talk about Destiny talks about wanting to invite Mel to the event, but she ain't got her number. So then she puts Kimmy in an awkward situation and say, "Well, why don't you give her a call? And I'll talk to her." Obviously, this is when we find out that Kimmy may be blocked. I don't know. I don't have an iPhone, but apparently Kimmy may be blocked. We don't know yet. So
I don't think Kimmy's blocked. I don't think Kimmy. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
She was like, did you do an interview too?
Right.
I don't think Kimmy's blocked. What I think it is I think Mel has more than one phone. I think Mel has her phone for her real people, and Mel has her business phone. And I think Kimmy has the business phone number. And when she called, because it sounded like it went straight to voicemail. That could be that she was blocked, or that could be that the phone wasn't on.
You know what? Really, B. That is so great that you actually believe that. But did you hear in the next scene where Kimmy said she's been trying to reach out to her for the past few days to invite her, and she got nothing?
Oh, okay. Well, then
and so basically they couldn't get in touch with her. So Destiny says she's gonna give her the flyers and information so she could send it, even though we know Mel ain't coming. Because at this point, and I think I told Really B last night, if I'm not mistaken, this is when this order of protection or no contact order is going on. So me and Really B already said at this point, production shouldn't even be trying to set this up.
Right. This shouldn't even been a thing, because if Mel, she could have had her phone on Do Not Disturb. Right. That doesn't mean that she's blocked.
For days?
Do Not Disturb. Yeah. Yeah.
So like, still, what type of friend are you? I can't ever reach you.
They're not friends.
They're not friends.
That's the thing. They're not.
No, if you ask Mel, girl, I checked up on you the whole time you was sick and you was going through your stuff. I was here for you because I'm a true friend.
Mel is full of shit.
Okay. I'm sorry, go ahead.
But on this one, I will side with Mel on this one. At this point, Mel had a stay away order, protective order, whatever the right legal language is, where she was not supposed to be around Martell. So they should legally not be around Martell. And production was aware of it. And so there should have been absolutely, positively no reason why production was trying to create a situation where Mel was going to be at that place where Martell was going to be. And I point the finger at Carlos and this messy ass production, because now you're trying to get people to violate the law. Like, we could say a lot of shady shit about Martell, but if Martell had showed up and Melody had showed up, that would have been on production.
And so basically we see Destiny try to ask about Maurice again. Kimmy says he's fine, but basically no one called except her or Martell to check in on him.
And that's what she was saying. She was like, if you really wanted to know, you could have hit my line.
Right. And she knows that, Mel only invited her over to talk about the ticket and less about her health. And so that's where we are with that.
Did you call it the ticket?
Couture said they should
the arrest.
Okay, I'm sorry, the arrest. Couture said they should air more of their business. Kimmy just bought a building that I think is going to be a restaurant. Yes, I did see that, Couture. And I actually think, if I'm not mistaken, it's open. It's supposed to be well. Maybe I'm wrong, but I know what you're talking about.
It wasn't the lady that they were talking about that was renting from them, that they had the food tasting?
That's what I thought too. That's what I'm saying. I thought they were up and going. I feel like I saw it on her Instagram at some point. But Destiny's businesses, Mel with 7th Avenue Beauty, Nubian, and her production company. Agreed. Scotty said Mel literally does the same thing. And I think you're talking about throwing the shade. Just simply, right, because Mel's interpretation of shade is very different from my interpretation of shade. Okay, so y'all,
everybody keeps saying, how did they do the reunion? I don't know how they did the reunion, because they may not have been in this. Have we seen any pictures from the reunion to show that they were all on stage together? Maybe they separated them. I don't know, but maybe they
right, or maybe they brought them out at different times. Like,
I don't
Martell's
know.
on stage at one point, and then I don't know. Kevin said, to be honest, all of Destiny's interviews throw subliminal shade towards Mel. I beat it. Okay, you were replying to whatchamacallit. RN Diva 33 said Nelson said nothing wrong. Anything that doesn't put Mel in a positive light, even you mean Nell, I think. Even if it's the truth, truth is shade. Okay.
I agree.
Oh, yeah. Look, y'all went and spent some money on Mel's TikTok on Black Friday. I ain't mad at y'all. run up her register. Go ahead.
Yeah, listen. However, I personally feel about how Mel moves on this show has nothing to do with me not wanting her to be a successful businesswoman. Buy it up, support all of them. I got me some Canvas Beauty. I'm trying to get an affiliate code for Canvas Beauty while you're playing. I said
I'm done with this show.
I bought a candle from Destiny. And I think I have bought something from Mel in the past. Don't quote me on that because I might be telling a lie. But I think I did. But if I didn't, I will. I ain't got no beef with Mel.
Right. Look, I don't either.
I'm just tired of Mel throwing a rock and hiding her hand and acting like the rules don't apply to her, that she want everybody else to live by. That's all.
Julia, you make Julia Sugar Baker. Oh, I like that name. But she said it makes no sense for them to spin a narrative like she was avoiding coming. I know, but it's easier to make it look like, oh, Mel's the bad guy and she's not showing up and she's not participating when the law is involved. And that's just my, again, I ain't over here. Go Mel. I ain't over here. I mean, I'll be honest. I don't see it for Destiny. It ain't got nothing to do with Mel, but that's just, what it is. All right, Nat, let's take over.
All right, so we at Destiny's event. She's giving Tisha a rundown about, Phil's day. She let her know that Mel was upset, about some of the things that she said. And Marcel said something that upset Martell. So they're going to have this conversation. They plan on having this big D convo, okay? Kind of find it. Look, she invited even her boo, little Lance, showed up. Nell said she didn't even know her son was coming.
Sure.
Okay.
And you know what's so terrible? Because Lance really, what was he doing there? And I don't mean like, what was he doing there? Like, he didn't add anything to the scene. He was
playing the game. That was her boo. That's what he was doing there. This is her storyline moving forward, girl. She's introducing a new storyline. Hopefully. If it works.
I was gonna say until she's not, because he has a whole new baby and a whole new thing.
And if it don't work out, then guess what? It'll be another Moses situation.
Okay.
And it's a whole nother storyline all over again.
Thank you, Julia. Thank you.
He's like, this is too much drama for me.
Right.
A lot going on.
Especially if you're not even my lady for real like that. We're not serious. Why I gotta sit through this? I don't want to sit here and see. Look.
Lance was doing his Deborah Cox. How did we get here?
Okay.
So Martell asked Destiny, why didn't you bring the main person that got a problem with everybody? Destiny said Mel was invited.
And again, I'm side-eyeing Martell because Martell, you knew good and damn well legally your ass wasn't even supposed to be around that woman. So now
he pretends. We know he likes to pretend on camera. Kimmy basically, like I said, she said she tried to reach out to Mel a few times and she got nothing back. So she said, yeah, she won't be there. All right. So they had their games. Maurice and Kimmy won. They said that they are the red team. They are the winning team. And actually, they showed receipts. Production went back and
win all the time.
Yeah, they win all the time. So I guess they are the winning team. Then after the game, they had the big D convo. Destiny, she started with Martell and asked him out of the group who hurt him the most and how can he fix it. He tried to skate over it and say, that he would have appreciated, being reached out to after his case happened. Destiny said, well, what happened with the interview?
Again, that was production in her ear telling her, Martell ain't saying it. We need to get it out. We need to say it.
Oh, then he addressed it. He addressed Marceau and said, it was the interview he did. Marceau said that he mentioned it. He mentioned that he lost respect for Martell because of the revenge porn that he did. Martell said, that's not even why he got arrested. Marceau said, listen, I don't know why you got arrested. That ain't my business. What they asked me was about the revenge porn, and that's what I talked about. Okay. Exactly. And Martell says, that he had thousands of interviews that he could have said about him and did, or it might have been Marcel. I don't know. My Siri be messing me up sometimes. All right. So Martell said, basically, name one thing that I said that's not true. We ain't talking about what's true or not, sir. We talking about you doing interviews, okay? Like the things that you said in interviews, all right? So Destiny said, basically, Martell They're saying the revenge porn thing is not true. So how does this make you feel? Marcel said he don't believe him. Okay. Then Martell said,
baby.
So Marcel said, so I've been a liar in a lot of our experiences. Is that what you saying? Marcel said, absolutely. Okay. And basically mentioned when he lied about the 20 women. Martell said, I can bet $50,000 that I ain't lying. Okay.
Maybe when Marcel said, show it.
Now that for me, I said, whoop.
I was waiting. I was just like Tisha. Okay. So then he told him to take a lie detector test. Marcel said that he's doing all these interviews, but basically, you know, he could say a lot about him, his family. He got a lot he could say. Marcel said that he got the receipts. Okay. But Martell said he got receipts too and went to his car to get his phone. Just scrolling, but ain't showing nothing. So Tisha said, show receipts. She said, you got something to show it. Okay. And Martell said, if I was you, I'd want to see it too. I want to see it, Martell. Everybody want to see it.
Everybody even Tisha was like, show it, nigga. If you got it, show it.
If you got it, show it. You've been talking about this for years. Let's see it.
Right.
And then you talking
about so crazy. He was sitting there.
He slept with some girl that slept with his homeboy. Show her. We want to see.
So did y'all catch when he said, I haven't had a girl in the last 4 or 5 years or something like that? And I said, so what about Sheree? What about Coleslaw that's been consistent through? I said, okay. And I'm sure there's some other sprinkled in between, but
remember there was one at the house at the when they went on a trip with Nell. We still don't know who that one is.
Oh, I think that was she got flued in or something like that.
Okay, well,
I don't know.
That's a sprinkle.
Julia said he walked to the truck for nothing. So 2 things that I caught during the scene. I don't know if you did. I think it was Julia that said something about it. But did you catch it when Martell made whatever little smart remark he said about Lance? But he said to Destiny, "Oh, we don't want to talk about what we got going on," or something like that.
He said, that effect. Big D energy, and they were talking about whether he said, "You know, I got Big D" or something like that. And Destiny was like, "Well, they was like you said, I don't have the correct verbiage, but I was like, oh, I was like to the fact that Destiny has seen Martell's penis and know whether it's big or not." And my thing is, with everything else that's floating around about here, whether it was true or y'all were joking, that's not the kind of jokes y'all need to be playing.
She said something like, "Well, you need the little D energy thing or something like that." He was like,
he was like, "Oh, you know what I got." Yeah, like, and I was like, now you just got finished getting mad at Mel for Mel insinuating, and now y'all out here playing. That's not no.
I'm here with you, Bellicious. I'm so sick of the expose the cheater narrative. It's getting tired, especially with no proof. We need new storylines.
Yeah, right. And my thing is, if Marceau is cheating on Tisha, he is the man, because whoever it is ain't said shit, ain't no pictures of shit, ain't no receipts dropped. Like, this has been going on for 10 years, y'all. And I'm not saying Marceau is an angel.
Clearly, he learned from his brother. Because did you see the preview where they said in Maurice's picture, he got lipstick, and they actually showed it. He had red lipstick marks.
I didn't see anything. I
didn't see anything either.
I did. I paused it. I seen it. I paused it. I seen it.
I ain't seen it.
I seen it.
The ones that likes to run with the cheating narrative. I'm just saying.
Right. I know you ain't talking. I know you ain't talking.
Just simply said, I'm tired of Martell saying the Scots were cheating but shows no proof. At the end of the day, Martell is pissed that his cheating was exposed.
I want to see it. This has been going on for years. I want to see it.
R and Diva said, since day one, we found out about Martell cheating. Him and Mel have went on a rampage of exposing everyone. I can agree with that.
But ain't showed nothing. They've been talking about it since season 2, but neither one of them
said the red lipstick was visible. See?
That's why I put it on the screen.
I didn't see
the lipstick. I didn't. I
paused it. I paused it. You can see it.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have to wait till they show it again, because
maybe I was expecting something red, like
it was down. It wasn't on his lips,
and I would have been like, I synced it, but I didn't see it.
It wasn't like on his lips. It was like down here by his beard, like down here. It looked like smudged. It looked like smudged red lipstick.
And yeah, y'all. So
It wasn't on his lips. I'll be the shit. It wasn't on his lips.
Look, what she said, like,
I get him benefit of the doubt. Hey, not on his
no,
lips.
I'm not trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. I honestly just didn't see it.
I'm talking about I be the shit. She trying to give him benefit of the doubt.
R and Diva said you got some good eyes, child. You got some good eyes.
Look,
Phil said, but what if it was Kimmy?
Kimmy ain't seen him for hours that day.
I'm just putting the question up for Phil.
So, okay, so the lipstick was on his shirt. That don't mean the lipstick was on his shirt. That don't mean shit. He had been out partying, people hugging on him. Like that could have been hell. Remember, he was at the Funky Dineva brunch thing with Miss Wanda. That lipstick could have been Miss Wanda's. If it's on his shirt, that shit don't mean nothing.
I didn't see it on his shirt. I seen it right here by his beard.
Let's just say he was just drinking Kool-Aid. Y'all remember how to turn your lips and your tongue? Yeah, go ahead. That was a great. Go ahead. Julia said, I think Mel did the same thing Destiny is doing. She ran with the lies told to her by Martell. She just needs to apologize and blame him. Well, and Kevin said his actual lips were red as well. Ivy said she didn't see the lipstick either. Nita said Kimmy won't with him. And then Phil said it could have been from earlier.
Yeah, I need earlier. That I need I need a little bit.
No, not from earlier.
It wasn't from Kimmy. All right, y'all. So yeah, that was pretty much this episode of The Love and the Marriage that happened in the Huntsville. I'm sure as we saw in the chat, I was going to touch on it, but I'm going to leave it alone. That Destiny got some things going on, or apparently my name Bennett and I ain't in it. But yeah, y'all can go back through the chat and see them talk about it. But yeah,
well,
if you haven't,
what is it? I missed it. What she got going on?
So apparently, from what I saw, what I heard, because I be out here in these YouTube streets, but apparently it was something about Destiny was supposedly, allegedly threatening content creators for talking about her and Lance, or I guess saying things that maybe weren't true, and she wanted them to correct. I believe it was just simply, or somebody said it in the chat, and I don't know. I did see it going on yesterday. I was in and out, and I wasn't really, but I did hear about it, and I said, well, not you trying to shush people for talking about what you're showing us on TV, but I guess because maybe Lance has a new thing now. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I didn't get
her and Lance ain't together no more, so
so maybe she doesn't want it talked about. I don't know. I didn't get that.
You brought it to the camera. You brought it to production because production wouldn't know nothing about it if you didn't bring it to production. Girl, go sit down somewhere. Go sit down somewhere. Okay.
Well, I don't know, y'all. I just think that, once you put it on TV, you put it out to the world, it is what it is.
Yeah, like, wouldn't nobody even know if you didn't put it out there? Go sit down somewhere.
Look, Nell's like, I didn't even know my son was going to be on the show like that. I mean, damn.
Hey, girl, you got a whole nother storyline. Listen, we don't give a damn about number Donnie, okay? You better run with it.
And Abby shit said people love to spread false info. That hate against folks is strong. And I ain't gonna hold you, Abby the shit. That's why I said I really don't know, but I don't know if it's really these content creators really just dislike her that much that they're like coming up with narratives that she's threatening them. I don't know. I'm just, we talking about it because it's dealing with Love and Marriage Huntsville. Okay. Is Lance married but separated? I don't know his situation. I did hear that he had a new baby. I don't know if that's just his child's mother, if he's married, because I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I ain't that deep in their business for real. I'm really not. Delicia said some content creators are just running with their own narrative about Destiny, from her snitching on Moses to telling Martell Mel was at court. How did they come to this conclusion? I don't know, baby. I don't know. I have the same questions. Okay.
Okay. Destiny didn't have to snitch on Moses. He violated for being out of the state without permission. Sir, you were filming a whole reality show in another state. Destiny didn't have to say shit.
Okay, just simply came back. Thank you, boo. There were a couple of content creators that were spreading inaccurate information. She simply just asked them to remove or correct the inaccurate information.
Ah, okay. Lance is now back with his wife. Okay, so I guess they want to just make it seem like they weren't messing around, I guess. I don't know. Honestly, we wouldn't know if production didn't bring it to us. And the only way production would have known is if somebody told production to bring it to us. So, I mean, just because this was
we hear Nell constantly say, what am I supposed to do? They grown. So even if Destiny's not insinuating that they're messing around, Nell is. She's telling us that she knows they're messing around. So, I mean,
I think Marcel said something too, something about your new boyfriend is or something like
I want her to be happy, whoever she happy with. Yeah. I think the foregone, because even when they were on the couples on the girls trip, it was out, they were insinuating, and she was over there skinning and grinning. She never said, no, we're just friends. She's never said. So I get it that might not be where the two of y'all are now, but clearly based on the way production showed it to us, there was at least some flirting going on last during this time period. You see what I'm saying? And I don't mean that they was the boyfriend and girlfriend, but there was clearly some flirting going on, from my opinion.
Overcomer, she wanted to see what it was like to be the side chick.
What? Oh,
Sunny had her run. She wanted to see.
All right, y'all. Let's get out of here before it get ugly. On a Sunday morning, okay? If y'all haven't already, please go ahead and hit that like button for us.
Comment.
Make sure y'all subscribe to both channels.
And hit the notification bell.
And make sure you're following us on all the platforms, the Bluesky, okay? The TikTok, the IG, and the Facebook. And yeah, y'all, we will catch y'all next week for another recap of the love and the marriage that happens in the Huntsville. Have a great week. Be blessed.
Be blessed.